happened, like your past memories, and that is called scrapbook. Okay, so this is scrapbook. Got it? Understood?
Yes.
Yes,
In that
sir.
poem, in the second stanza, there was the line, in the scrapbook of your heart, you have to accumulate wisdom. Then, this is the nut of a corn tree. And see, this is how a corn tree will grow big and it will give shade.
This is the oak tree nut.
Oak tree, and it will give the shade to the armies, to
Army.
the soldiers. Right? That is what we had read. Now we will understand the explanation of the poem once again, and then we will read the notes. Yesterday I had explained you, but those who are not attentive, they have one more. They have the chance. Here directly explanation is given. Okay, so we are reading. Sufyan, first you will read today.
Yes, sir. This the
Hmm.
poet says that if we wish the world were a better place to live in, she would tell us what to do. We must keep an eye on all our actions and ensure that they are honest and true. We should rid our mind of all selfish motives, and our thoughts should not be should be not only clean but also noble. It means that we should not do anything for our personal gains, and we should not have bad thoughts in our mind, like thoughts of harming others or spoiling someone's reputation or name. We should think about the welfare of others and have only noble thoughts. If we do all these, then we can make a small Eden in the place we live in. It means that the place we live in will then be like Eden, and garden in which Adam and Eve first lived. In short, the poet says that we can make the world we live in a better place if our actions are straight and true. Our mind is free of all selfish motives and our thoughts are clean and high.
Okay, here, what did you not understand? You can ask me. ये first stanza का explanation है. Whatever you not understand, don't understand, you can ask me right now.
Reputation means
इज्जत हमारी.
okay,
So we should not think about spoiling anyone's reputation. We should
noble
not
means
harm anyone. Noble
high.
means kind, मतलब holy. पवित्र, पाक.
Okay.
Then, any other doubt? You should not be selfish. You should not think about harming anyone, not spoiling anyone's name. ऐसा सोचना ही नहीं चाहिए. Then only we can make world better place. अगर बदला लेने में रहे, इसने मेरे साथ ये किया, I will do this with him. उसने वो किया, I will do this with him. और वो भी वही सोचेगा, और फिर तीसरा भी वही सोचेगा. It will continue. It will become a chain. But we can break the chain. We can think good, even if they are not being good with us. We can be good with them, right? So that is how we can make world better place. You cannot be selfish all the time. Like Hamid, 3 paisa he was having, but he did not spare single for himself. This act of selflessness. At least one act of kindness you should do every day. A small act of kindness. Do you all do that every day? See, I will give an example. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
See,
Yes.
I will tell you what act of kindness. A small act of kindness. I'm not telling a big thing. Like giving charity to a beggar. The people, those who are begging, sitting on the roads or asking us, we can give them food for eating. We can buy them something from the store and we can give them. So that is also an act of kindness. At least every day you can spare 5-10 rupees for them. So their one time meal we are giving them, one time meal. And you can do something else. You can help your parents, your mother. Like you are not helping her in any household chores, but you can do that every day. If not every day, sometimes. That is also an act of kindness. Then you can help your cousins, your grandparents, or anything. A small act of kindness, smallest act, like giving milk to the cat or providing some food to that dogs, the street dogs. That is also an act of kindness to the cow. So at least you can do one act of kindness every day, or not.
Yes.
So that I will ask you, and you will only tell me. I will not ask you, but at night when you go to sleep, you have to ask, you have to question yourself that what did I do today? Whom did I help? What act of kindness did I do today? Smaller one, it is okay. The smallest will also do. All the examples I gave you, you can do anything else. I'm not telling all these things, but anything. So that is what you can. That is how you can make the world better place. And what else in the second stanza? Yes, continue reading.
Yes, sir.
I read.
I will give you chance. I will wait.
Explanation. In the second stanza, the poet tells us that we can make the world wiser if we want. We should begin by gathering wisdom in our heart, which is like a scrapbook. Not a single page of this scrapbook must be wasted on foolishness. We should live only to learn and learn how to live. If we wish to give knowledge to our fellow beings, we must first obtain it. In short, the poet says that if we want the world to become a wiser place, we should first learn to be wise and acquire knowledge before we can share it with our fellow beings. We should not waste our knowledge by doing foolish things.
So this is also very clear. Any doubt? We should live
No.
only to learn, and we should learn how to live the life. This is most
How to
important thing.
live.
Hmm. No doubt. Before giving knowledge to others, you should acquire knowledge yourself. Then read this final stanza's explanation.
Yes, sir. Finally, if we wish the world were
I
happier,
read.
we must remember to do little acts of kindness each day as we move forward on our paths in the journey of life. Very often the source of the good things we enjoy can be one person, a single person effort can make a big difference. As an example, the poet says that the hand that plants an acorn is responsible for growing a strong oak tree which can give shelter to armies from the scorching heat of the sun. In short, poet says that if we want to make this world a happier place, we should be kind in our actions as our little acts of kindness can make many people happy and spread joy all around us.
Any doubt?
No.
Hmm. We should spread kindness all around. While we are moving forward in the journey of our life, every day we are so busy, but we should take some time out and be kind with someone and help someone and make someone feel good. Then our day is worth it. Otherwise, our day is wasted. If we just follow our routine work, we get up, take bath, right? You just are doing studies, no problem. But if you are not helping someone, then your day is not worth it. You should do something helpful to someone, not yourself. Then only your day is useful. No doubt now.
No doubt.
Yes, Sahil. Now we are reading notes. Okay, you will read it
Yes.
slowly.
Chapter number 11. Wishing. meanings. Number one, sphere, space. Number two, accumulating, collecting. Number three, folly, foolish. Number four, air.
Foolish है. Read properly.
Foolish
Yes,
is
sir, I read. Sir,
four,
I read.
air. An old word meaning
Number
before.
one, space,
Five,
space.
off, often.
Jaffrey, mute your mic. Okay.
Sir, again. Hello, sir.
Hmm. Sunraj, read one more time.
Sir,
Sir, I read.
sir, okay. Sir, I read. Chapter number 11, wishing, meanings, sphere, space, accu- accumulating, collection, foolishness, eerie, an old word meaning before, oft, often.
Hmm.
Sir, now I
Right.
read.
See, sphere, space, accumulating, collecting, folly, foolishness, air, that is old word meaning before, and oft means often, that is short form for often. Often means many times. Any doubt in this? Any doubt?
No.
No one is answering. All others are sleeping. Real.
Yes, sir. હું તો હજી જાગું છું.
Mohammed.
એ સરની સર.
Mohammed Ali.
Sir, I read. Give one word. Number one, the nut of.
Yes, continue.
Give one word. Number one, the nut of an orak tree. Corn.
Hmm. So given word is only one. The nut of an oak tree, a corn.
Sir, I read. Question answer.
Who?
Question answer.
Who?
Sanraj Maida.
Okay, Sunraz. Read.
Question answer. What does the poet ask us to do to make the world a better place? The poet asks us to set a watch upon our action and keep them straight and true. If we rid our minds of selfish motives, motives and let our thoughts be clean and high, we can make the world a better place. Number two, summarize the stanza which talks about making the world wiser. In, in the second stanza, the poet says that to make the world wiser, we should start by collection wisdom in our hearts, avoiding
Heart.
foolishness, what? Hearts,
Wisdom.
avoiding foolishness. We should keep learning as we journey through life and learn to live well.
Before we can teach
Before
others
we can teach
anything,
others
ready
anything,
to knowledge
we
of
should
ourselves.
be ready to revise knowledge ourselves.
Ourselves.
Okay, mute your mic. Everyone.
Sir, okay, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Given what is લખવાના બાકી છે.
I will send PDF
Yes,
in the group. Don't worry.
sir.
Mute your mic, everyone. I want to read. What does
Sir,
the
I
poet
read.
speak? Let me read. What does the poet ask us to do
Okay, sir.
to make the world a better place? If you want to make world a better place, what should you do? The poet asks. The poet asks us to set a watch upon our actions, and keep them straight and true.
Sir, I Read.
If we rid our minds of selfish motives, who is speaking in between?
Jihan.
First, Lakhani, Zian.
Sir, my mic is off.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm reading this.
Yes, sir.
The poet asks us to set a watch
Sir,
upon
I
our
am
actions.
Lakane Kasim Raza.
Okay, I'm reading, I say, no problem.
Banhai.
Mute your mic, everyone. The poet asks us to set a watch upon our actions and keep them straight and true. If we read our minds of selfish motives and let our thoughts be clean and high, we can make the world a better place. Summarize the stanza which talks about making the world wiser. So which stanza shows that world should be wiser? Second stanza. So in the second stanza, the poet says that to make the world wiser, we should start by collecting wisdom in our hearts and avoiding foolishness. We should keep learning as we journey through the life and learn to live well. Before we can teach others anything, we should be ready to receive knowledge ourselves. Understood? Understood. Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
How
sir.
will the small acts of kindness
Yes.
help? How will the small acts of kindness help to
Yes,
make the
sir.
world happier place to live in?
Yes.
What yes?
Yes, sir.
And a happier place.
Wait now, wait.
Look, kindness can make the world. Sir, कहेंगे?
ऐसे गंगी सनिया में હું બહુ બોલતો હતો હે
Oh, by recording start. So, બધું સંભળાય
अरे
છે.
धनिया.
Is my voice
Yes, sir.
યસ સર
Your voice is audible.
मैं पहले
સર
भी
એકદમ
तुम्हारी
મધ્ય
था
ધરા જેવી છે.
okay?
Yes,
Okay
sir.
now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So question 3 was how will small acts of kindness help to make the world a
Video.
happier place to live in? So acts of kindness can make the world a happier place. Many can benefit from someone's deed of kindness. If you are kind, then many people can get benefit from you.
Please,
Who is
please.
this?
Oh,
Who is that?
જેગમ અલી જાફરી
The poet takes the example of a person who might have planted an acorn long ago. The oak tree that has sprung up from that acorn gives shade to many who rest beneath it. That is example given. What do you think the poet begins each stanza? Why do you think the poet begins the stanza with the question everywhere? Yes, I'll read. Sahil,
yes sir
Sir, he is not answering.
why are you not answering, Sahil? Are you reading or not?
yes in the stone of poem optimistic of pessimistic give examples
Array
from
number four, who will read?
okay sir why do you think the Poet begins each stanza with a question. Answer. The poet seems to want to know whether her readers want the world to be a better, wiser, or kinder place as much as she wants
Yes,
to be that way. Number 5. Is
sir.
the tone of the poem optimistic or pessimistic? Give examples from the poem to support our answer. Answer. The tone is definitely optimistic because the poet tells us how we can improve the world. She believes that human beings can do a great deal to change themselves, and as a result, their surroundings. She also gives us the example of some painting and a corn that has now become an oak tree, providing shade and shelter to many people.
Hmm. वो stone नहीं है, tone है, tone. While writing in fair book, be careful.
Yes, sir.
And why everywhere she begins the poem with a stanza of asking the question? Everywhere she's asking the question because she wants to know that all the people in the world, do they also want to make the earth better, wiser, and kinder place like her? And what is the meaning of this? No one is asking. Are you all bothered? What is the meaning of this optimistic and pessimistic? किसी को पता है? No one is asking. I will
No,
also
sir.
not tell you.
Sir, don't know.
Then I am not going to
सर
tell
क्लास
you
में
that
कोई
you ask
जवाब ही
me.
नहीं दे रहा है। असील भी
I don't.
जवाब नहीं दे रहा है।
No problem. You find out yourself. Is the
नो
tone
सर।
of the poem optimistic or pessimistic? Okay. Those who will ask me personally, I will explain them. यहाँ पे
Sir,
समझाने का
what
कोई
is the
मतलब नहीं है.
meaning?
Personally, I will tell you because only 2 or 3 are there those who want to learn. Okay. So personally, I will
Yes.
explain.
व्हाट्सएप नंबर सर।
Personally, I will explain you.
ओके।
क्योंकि वो 2 3 ही है जिसने जो attentive है. Okay. So I will explain them. So the tone is definitely optimistic. Optimistic or pessimistic दो word होते हैं. I will explain. So the tone of this whole poem is optimistic because the poet tells that we can improve the world, and she also gives example how we can do it. That planting a corn that becomes an oak tree, that is example, and it gives shade to many people. So all these examples she has cited from the poem, and the tone is definitely optimistic. And there is tone. S नहीं आएगा, stone नहीं आएगा. Okay.
Yes.
Sir, optimistic मतलब
Who is asking?
Adil.
That is homework I have given you. You have to find out yourself. अभी तक जो attentive नहीं थे, अभी last में question पूछ रहे सब. Till now you are not attentive, all of you.
हेलो सर, वॉइस इज नॉट कमिंग।
I know that. See, we are reading about an incident which happened with Om Prakash Yadav. What happened with this boy? Can you see something on his face?
Yes.
यस।
What?
Sir, what is it? He is born.
बर्न।
Okay.
हिज
See what
फेस इज
happened with
बर्न।
him. Hmm. What happened with him? We will read. Yes,
I read.
Sufyan. Wait.
आई रीड।
Yes.
On 4 September 2010, Om Prakash Yadav, the son of an Uttar Pradesh farmer, was going to school along with other students in a Maruti van, but all of a sudden the van caught fire because of a short circuit in the gas kit. The driver immediately opened his door and fled, but not Om Prakash. He broke open the van door and pulled out the others, caring little about the flames that had spread to his face, back, and arms. He saved his children in all. For his bravery, he was honored with the Sanjay Chopra Award in 2011. Ask him this question: would you put your life in danger once again if caught in a similar situation? Every time Om Prakash says,
Hmm. So what do you understand?
bravery. We should not.
You should be brave.
Yes, not coward.
Hmm. He saved many children.
8 children.
Hmm. And it happened in Uttar Pradesh, September 4, 2010. It is a real incident. And he got Sanjay Chopra Award in 2011. So, have you done anything like this, or what would you do if you were in his place? Would you risk your life for others?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
सर कभी
You'd
इंसिडेंट हुआ
risk
ही
it?
नहीं है.
Hmm?
कभी इंसिडेंट हुआ ही नहीं है. सब अभी
No,
बोलने
but
के लिए हाँ बोलते हैं.
if you were in his place, what would you do?
वो तो तभी पता चलता.
I will save more than 8 children.
Would you do the same thing? Really, I want to know. Would you have that much courage
Yes.
to do the same thing that he did? No one would have. Even I would not have that courage, frankly. So would you?
Yes.
Or just for saying yes?
No, just for saying yes. No.
Really, I'm asking. When it really comes, not actually, right?
No, sir, actually.
नहीं करेगा ना कोई ऐसे. No one would do. I don't
I
think so.
do.
Really.
Really.
Okay. We'll see that. Read this. See what happened. This is in short. It is given. Sahil.
So, sir, name Om Prakash Yadav, age 11 feet, pulled children out of a burning van. Om Prakash Yadav received served burns on his face, back, and arms. He did not receive proper medical treatment and lost 1 year of school.
So what happened with him? On his what happened with his body?
He was burned.
He got burn marks.
He lost 1 year of the school
How?
because of he was burnt, so he was not able to go to school. After some proper treatment, he start going to school.
So for 1 year was wasted. 1
Yes.
year was wasted
The
in that,
school वालों
right?
ने उसे पास कर
And
दिया होगा.
no, it is not that school passed. We cannot just say that school might have given him marks, but at least 1 year was wasted. 1 year was wasted.
सर ये कौन सा लेसन है?
Same.
Okay, sir. Warm up.
Warm-up exercise थी. So today
Yes,
we
sir.
keep till here. I will send the notes by the
Okay,
evening
sir.
mostly. You have to complete that in the fair book.
सर कल सेंड
Yes.
करना.
Why? Tomorrow? 10 की भी बाकी है.
आज होमवर्क है. नहीं सर, मेरा तो हो गया है. 10.
You are always the first one to ask me.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Bye
Sir,
bye.
your screen is not.
Bye bye.
એમ સર ખેરમાં ફોન નો